Oh, hello there. Welcome to our video about the era of good feelings with Stephen Costas, my very good friend Peter, myself Lauren, and Tom. The economy of 1812 was very profitable in the beginning. The end of the Napoleonic Wars resulted in destruction for the European markets, and therefore Europe relied on American-made goods. Very good for the American market. The bank's inability to be recompensed led to the demise of the economy of the era of good feelings. The recovery of Europe after the Napoleonic Wars also led to the downfall of the American economy. This led to a 3-year depression. Real estate developers lost fortunes. State banks went bankrupt. This led to the Panic of 1819.
Monroe Junction was written by John Quincy Adams and presented by President Monroe. North and South American continents, the former southern colonies of Spain. Because of the new budding alliance, stated that any further attempt by European colonization on the north has recognized the independence and will take up military actions against Spain's reconquest.
When the world is cold, I will...
The U.S. and Spain long debated whether or not the Louisiana Purchase included Florida.
Western Florida.
Western Florida.
Woo!
Okay. Alright. In 1819, the matter was settled when Spain agreed to the Adams-Onis Treaty, also known as the Transcontinental Treaty. When this treaty was signed, Spain also gave the U.S. all of Florida and everything west of the Mississippi River. The U.S. had a lot of internal conflict during the era of good feeling. The North and the South fought over whether the West should be slaveholding or free. The Union consisted of 11 free states and 11 slave states, and the opening of the Western Territory confused everyone as to whether the balance would be upset or if it would continue to stay balanced. James Tallmadge Jr. came with a bill that stated Missouri could take no more slaves into the state after this bill was passed, and any slave brought into the state after the age of 25 would remain free. The Missouri Compromise stated that on the latitude line of 3630, any state above that line would remain free, and any state below that line would remain a slave state. The preliminary constitution of the Missouri Compromise quickly disintegrated because it prevented free blacks from entering the state of Missouri.
So let me get this straight. Congress passed a bill allowing a second Bank of America in Maryland to be built, since the debt from the War of 1812 was not being paid at a reasonable deadline. To pay this debt, the bank collected its taxes and loans through state governments. But alas, the state of Maryland had an evil plot in store. They passed a bill causing all non-chartered state banks within state boundaries to pay a tax of $15,000 cash money. Egads, was the tax paid to the reimbursed funds, or was it an act of defiance of the government of the United States?
Well, you're being really pushy about paying national debt, not to mention the fact you're being kind of an a-hole!
Pushy? What if you take that $15,000 and shove it up your...
Hey, let's keep it G. I think that the Constitution says that only Congress and the Senate have the right to prevent and hinder any actions of the federal government. Maryland, being a state, does not have the right to tax the national bank because the federal government should have more powers than the state.
What?
Oh yeah, she was drunk. For you.
I'm going higher, can't you see?
Steve, one more time I'm going to throw something like a blunt object at your head.
Wait, what's emancipation mean? Does that mean freedom?
The preliminary
Give us a minute!
The preliminary constitution of the Missouri Compromise. The preliminary constitution of the Missouri Compromise. Are you not even on preliminary constitution of the Missouri Compromise? Was quickly disintegrated because
The preliminary constitution...
Dude!
Please excuse
Stay out of any and all wars in Europe. Wait. Please get me out. Please stop.
The camera. The government failing.
I'm gonna take off my pants and splooge on you just like a squatter monkey.
The sky is perfect blue, no cloud could fall of you. It's a sign from above that shows that we're in love.